In 1803, after President Thomas Jefferson bought the Louisiana Territory from France, St. Louis became the gateway to the U.S. West as explorers, trappers, miners and scores of wagon trains and steamships carried hopeful pioneers to a new beginning. These were pioneers in every sense of the word, establishing vibrant communities despite isolation, starvation, disease, disappointment and the harshness of the very land they hoped to settle. Year after year they set out in courageous pursuit of new frontiers. Once again as patriot pioneers, we set out to build from the ashes of those who worshipped Satan in an evil quest for power and glory, new nations founded on freedom, creating a new beginning for all across the globe. Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me. Daily Benjamin Fulford updates here. Let's start with note. To my knowledge no intel has changed on the global currency reset, which officially rolled out on Sun. 1 May. 23 out of 210 nations have changed their currencies to be gold asset-backed. The rest would soon follow in order to be accepted for international trade. We expected Tier 4B, us, the Internet Group, to be notified to set redemption, exchange appointments by late morning WED. 4 May to start appointments on Wednesday 4 May or Thursday 5 May, according to Bruce. Restored Republic. They will not censor us. They will not silence us. They are not going to win. This is it. The hour is upon us and I am bringing the storm of the century, history in the making. Q17X. Welcome to the main event, Patriots. It's showtime, a show so big that will leave everyone speechless. They are not ready for it. Every lie will be revealed. Prepare backups. Archive everything. They will try to shut us down, but they won't stop us. We will prevail. God bless you all. Q17X. CERN emergency alert. CERN activated May 2, 2022. Stephen Hawking, nuclear physicist. The God particle found by CERN could destroy the universe. Smoking gun evidence surfaces linking Joe to Hunter shady foreign business deals. Will his DOJ indict? For years rational, thinking Americans have suspected Joe is as corrupt as his son, Hunter, and brother, James. Wednesday the 11th of May, 5.11, 2-year delta coming up Q4211. We are ready to unleash hell. Memes ready? Q. Food shortages. U.S. Rembrandt Foods killed 5.3 million chickens as a result of last week. The cull was repeated at poultry and turkey farms in Iowa and 28 other states from Maine to Utah. Global economy crash. Shanghai cargo congestion could bring down the world economy. Tens of thousands of small banks close across the world. The big banks that would not sign on to the new quantum system are collapsing or being bought out. Supreme Court to overturn Roe v. Wade, which was based on a lie. Removing Roe v. Wade, Planned Parenthood v. Casey makes it a states' rights issue, which means states can ban abortion, but also states that keep abortion legal theoretically will be able to permit late-term abortions that federal oversight previously deemed illegal. Tuesday 3 May. Charlie Ward. Drip. 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 The masses are slowly being shown the truth. If you told them the full truth they would not believe it. Tuesday 3 May. JFK Jr. May will be a month of upheaval. May will be a month when all the dirty things of this government will be exposed. The current is disgusting to people not only in the United States but all over the world. In a few days we will send something that will destroy and expose these Kabbalahs. International child sex trafficking. Disney secrets. Underground tunnels, cages, CIA drug, human smuggling, occult pedo, Epstein Island. Facilities for the torture of children can be found all over the world, including in underground tunnels under Disneyland in Florida. Disneyland also regularly sent tourist boats full of children to Epstein Island in the Caribbean, many of whom never returned. Global food, fuel and goods shortages. U.S. Rembrandt Foods killed 5.3 million chickens as a result of last week, and then almost all of its employees were laid off. They cooked these birds alive, said one of the Rembrandt employees involved in the cull. The cull was repeated at poultry and turkey farms in Iowa and 28 other states from Maine to Utah. On Friday, Indonesia announced that it would ban the export of palm oil. This is part of the global plan of the clique to starve humanity to death. President Jokowi instructed him to do this to his own country, a CIA source in Asia said. The Shanghai cargo congestion could bring down the world economy. Global financial collapse. Deutsche Bank, EU's biggest bank. We will get a major recession, Deutsche Bank economists wrote in a report to clients on Tuesday. Not reported in MSM. UK's biggest banks. I can't see it getting any better. Could the UK be heading for a recession? Not reported in MSM. Bank of America, U.S. biggest bank, was in a collapse and bought out by smaller bank. Bank of America warns recession shock is coming. Not reported in MSM. Tens of thousands of small banks close across the world. The big banks that would not sign onto the new quantum system are collapsing or being bought out. Wells Fargo Bank has come into full control of the white hats for the RV. Weakest currencies in the world, Victor Mochier. Russia is returning to the gold standard and China is going to be next. Russia-Ukraine war between the deep state and white hats. Pentagon, U.S. companies involved in Ukraine military biolabs, Russia's top investigator. Joe sent $13.6 billion aid package to Ukraine, then $1.3 billion in April, $350 million in February, $800 million in March and another request for $33 billion. Hundreds upon hundreds of millions connected into billions, connected to 80 years of trillions. The deep state was funneling money into Ukraine through the CIA, BlackRock money laundering system. You can understand why HMS are fighting for their lives. Our sources in the CIA say that the Satanists from the Azov battalion, who took refuge at the steel plant in Mariupol, are fighting to the death because they know that they will be killed as soon as the collection facilities are found there. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs of China, reflecting the point of view of most of the world, publicly calls the United States a rogue state acting in violation of international law. Many European countries agree and are distancing themselves from the US-occupied HMM. That's why, as the latest sign that Russia is winning in its campaign to remove Satanists from Ukraine, Poland, Italy, France, Germany, Bulgaria, etc. were forced to abandon their threat to cut off Russian gas money and started paying in rubles. Foreign mercenaries whom the West has been actively sending to the Donbass for several years include a mercenary from the UK who addressed his colleagues with an appeal to immediately leave Ukraine. Having succumbed, like many other soldiers of fortune, to the appeals of numerous Western recruiters, Hill found himself in a remarkable company of criminals, rapists, sadists and looters who came to Ukraine. He was faced here not only with a much larger scale of military operations, but also with a lack of weapons, interruptions in ammunition, medicines and even food. By the way, the mercenaries solved the problem of food shortage by robbing local residents, taking an example from their Ukrainian colleagues. But Hill was even more shocked by the Ukrainian security forces. It turned out that there are many neo-Nazis, psychopaths, alcoholics and other marginals among the defenders who are unable and unwilling to fight for Ukraine. They fight mainly with their own civilians, robbing, raping and killing. Brits are defending Nazi, Zionists. We paid attention to the anti-historical statements of the Israeli Foreign Minister Yair Lapid, which largely explain the course of the current Israeli government to support the neo-Nazi regime in Kyiv. The Real News for Tuesday 3 May 2022. CERN Emergency Alert. CERN activated May 2, 2022. Stephen Hawking, nuclear physicist. The God particle found by CERN could destroy the universe. In 1934, the LA Times reported on a lost lizard city found beneath La California. It is said the city was destroyed and no longer there, but was that a lie? Military reports of an underground network of tunnels and bunkers exist under the city with connections to other bunkers. The clues to finding the tunnels and entrances are in plain sight if you know where to look. Elon Musk has just introduced a smart, portable, off-grid, yet a robust Tesla home for affordable living, $10,000. Jetson 1 flying machine. VOC documentary, Episode 1 Moon the Map of the Earth. What should be in, but never made the headlines. Marines, Navy SEALs rescue 2,100 caged children. Who's who in those 144,000 sealed indictments about to be served? J. Musk. From Nazis to white hats. We are also witnessing a major split in the ranks of the ruling oligarchy of the United States. Elon Musk from Tesla, apparently, got out of control and now openly supports the white hats. This is significant because Musk is the son of the famous Nazi rocket scientist Wernher von Braun, according to Japanese intelligence sources and confirmed sources of the U.S. Space Agency. Von Braun, considered by many to be the head of the U.S. space program, made some interesting confessions when he died of cancer. He said the U.S. would try to control the world by creating space-based weapons. They would justify the huge expense by inventing fake enemies. First the Russians, then the terrorists, then the Third World lunatics, then the asteroids and finally, the funniest thing, the aliens. This will be the last card, and all this is a lie, he said. CIA sources tell us that the public life story of Elon Musk is a huge lie and that from the very beginning he was a cover for the commercialization of Nazi high technologies. Sources associated with Musk have given us evidence that electric car technology has been suppressed for a long time. Here we see the charging of electric cars in 1917. Next we see a video of electric taxis with quickly replaceable batteries operating in Spain in 1943. Tuesday 3 May Fleming. The Non-Compliant U.S. Part 2. If it is true that the U.S. Governor Inc. is caught in a vice of no escape. If it is true that the U.S. Governor Inc. is bankrupt. If it is true that the U.S. Governor Inc. has been dealt with, then there is a potential of an offer and compromise. If it's true that the Supreme Court is overturning Roe v. Wade, then, we have turned a corner. Remember, we the people have no rights under the existing admiralty laws, the law of the sea. In common law though, sovereignty is the principal overarching factor, with all laws supporting the individual sovereignty. It is obvious that a return to constitutional justice is now afoot, with the leak by the Supreme Court about Roe v. Wade. The proof that we the people are sovereign, with all rights to self-determination. That any U.S. nationals have the ability to lift yourself up by the bootstraps, once again. That freedom of choice becomes possible, is a benchmark we can hold high. Looking back, there was no way that we the people could have known what was coming. Yet the shift brings much-needed change that paves the way for the safety and security, the health and longevity, of one and all. We are seeing this right now.